Sean, this piano is not going to get any better than this. I mean, you can play it up to this note, sort of. So you're not that picky, huh, when it comes to pianos?
If this is how the only rules I've got for this story, well then how can I make it something that's nice?
I've never seen anything as bad as that in 50 years of tuning.
It's all good.
Music for me is like a mirror reflection of my internal dialogue. I find that what comes out of my music tells me more about myself than I could guess. Because when I wake up in the morning and I sit at my piano, what I play like dictates what my mood is. Because it's an honest expression. It almost feels like lying to try and like pull something out of the hat that isn't like what I'd be trying to do, you know? So if I was doing like a waltz, this actually hurts to do. Because what I'm wanting to do is I always played piano for myself. All the time, every day. I shut myself off for a lot of time, but it wasn't until finding other people that held the same interests and the same fascinations with music and all its sciences, I was able to pull myself out. This is the piano drome, venue slash art fixture, sort of portable. It means a lot to me. It's part of like the architecture in my mind. It's like hallowed ground. How you doing?
There you are.
What would you like to start with?
Whatever.
Nice. I like that answer.
Whoa.
Yeah, it all comes off like. Should hopefully make it a wee bit louder. I first met Anthony when I needed a drummer.
I don't know why. I got this impulse to go to Edinburgh. I was born in Hawaii. My parents moved to Michigan. On the simplest terms, I just want to travel and play music and be able to just like solely focus on that. I just watch his left hand and I try not to mess up.
Hi, Sean.
You all right? How you doing?
Look, when people start coming in, maybe just,
Yeah.
just bring it to a natural close and say, come to the gig at 4.
Sounds good. Excellent.
If that's all right.
Yeah, sure. Music's like a pattern, and time is this way, time is the length, and the patterning of where all the notes are, the rhythm and whatnot, is the pattern of the fabric. Quick stuff and slow stuff is very easily be visualized as like a weaving of different threads and fibers. And so the goal right now is to see how far we can push it without it looking like an absolute mess. Hello. So we're now going to play through our first piece.
I'm Anthony.
This is Anthony. Oh yeah.
To be performing something, wow, even when things go wrong, it's truly my favourite part of the day. When I'm playing out something and that story's running, it's a lot of what gets me up in the morning. To me, there's not much difference between sitting playing on my own and playing in front of people. You can have a crowd of like 100,000 to 4. There's not any difference. There's a big wall between the stage and the people outside of it. I want to be out of the bubble. The bubble is a pain. The bubble is the curse.
Oh, there's a piano.
Where?
The thing that's playing right now, yeah?
Where? Is it this one? It can't be this one. No, it's the next one down.
This is the wrong way.
We don't have to be at the jazz bar until
A ways away.
ways away. That's it. So, like, what we're going to do in the meantime? That has "fuck that" written all over it. Do you want to go get chicken? I want chicken, man.
Okay.
Hello. How does the open mic work here? I'll give myself like an introduction and explain.
If it goes too far out for too long, I might have to take action.
So, eyes are up for something a little bit different. Met this drummer, it's great fun. So, we will begin.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
You sounded great.
Oh, thank you.
I found that I had to read a lot of books to be able to look at someone, read their facial expression, read their body language, and feedback. That just was not a thing when I was younger. It was alien, completely alien.
Sure, it's
As
away.
long as you can sustain what you love doing, I
Is
think
this
that's
us?
the way to go.
Hold up.
The thing to do with life and money, where it's like, because you can have all the money in the world, but would you spend it on seal sanctuaries? That's a good cause, but other than that, it's like...
That's him. Yo. Seal boy. Let's go.
Yeah, it can
Like
go on
this.
its side. Now that we've made so much headway in creating pieces, the next step is to do the market research and find out what it is people want.
What's going on?
Putting the hours in, mate, slaying it, but it came at a serious price.
Yeah?
I've only been sleeping like 3 hours a night.
That's not a lot of sleep.
Not really, man, no. It's a nature one for you. So the idea is it's all to do with progressive in a really slow background sort of way. Not abrasive, not like the death metal piano nonsense that we composed, you know, for like the jazz bar and everything. Something that has a much, much, much greater guarantee of a financial return.
He feels like he needs to adjust himself to make himself profitable. And I was like, I don't think you need to do that. That model sounds like it's more for having a relationship with an industry, which it's fine. I just don't understand it. Sean said I could crash with him, and we talked about writing music and traveling.
So he was only meant to stay for like a few days, like a week, I think actually was the initial idea. We went from having an entire tour planned to you have to stay in your house, locked down. How are you not fucking dead? Oh, my blood pressure's so bad. No venues, no bars, no music shops, no museums. Is that it going?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Test run. Our sleeping patterns were gone. We were waking up at like 10 at night and going to bed at like 12 in the afternoon and stuff. Bah. Oh, nearly. Not to mention being forced to live like a goddamn teenager. A realistic portrayal of mental illness. Every day it was just getting worse and worse, and I just couldn't speak to him or anything. It was really starting to become an emotional problem, and I was starting to not be nice to be around at all. This needs to get dealt with immediately before it gets bad. Well,
he wouldn't talk to me, and I was like, what's going on? And he wouldn't say anything. And he's just like, you're out. It's like, fuck, awesome. In the middle of a pandemic.
there was a certain sanctuary to be found in being alone. But it kind of rings as a very positive, but kind of in a sickening way for me. Due to the fact that, you know, humans are social creatures. And even to this day, there's a lot of time where I'm like, I need time to myself. This is my time where I go and digest and think and read and do all these sort of things. So, although it's got its nice, happy safety to it, that you're missing out. You're missing out on a whole lot of other stuff that, as I got older, I realised was like something I very much wanted. When I was 4, I was diagnosed. For a lot of people, they don't get diagnosed as an autistic spectrum disorder until a lot later on in life. It must have been pretty apparent.
Oh.
Be really careful here. You just framed up all this.
Paul sublet a room to me because I needed to still live after lockdown. He was building the studio, and I came here and helped him.
So we'll maybe wait till we've got Sean, since he's like 6.5 foot and burly.
After I'd finally got my head together, I sent him a message, and then we just met up. I'm glad that he was understanding, considering the circumstances.
I mean, I care about him as the human being. I mean, he's like, I don't hold any resentment over any of this shit.
Oh, so that's why you set these fuckers up. Me and Anthony were asked to contribute a track to an album the Piano Drone were producing. It was really confidence building to know that people were that into us, that they were like, oh yeah, ask us to do that.
Add more to this next one.
Ah, what a good idea, man. Like, yeah. That works.
So, yeah, I just need to know where you're putting your various instruments and how you think you'll have to move between them within the song.
I'm thinking an arrowhead formation is probably best. I think that we've both dealt with quite a lot of adversity in various differing aspects, but it's in the fact that they're different, I think, is good. I'm Sean and this is Anthony, whoa-ho! And we're now going to play our next tune, which is to do with a massive dinosaur. Oh yes.
All right, take one. Here we go.
Oh, that's so much fun. That's so good. That's so good. That dinosaur, that was unnecessarily good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, that stegodon was like, boosh.
Trying to remember what happened, but it's all a blur.
The idea of needing extra help, I find, was not very easy to take on the chin, because I didn't want to feel lesser than. And I am extremely grateful for the people that have put the time in, even when I fought against their efforts, to help and support me and nurture me.
Photo ID. Gates will close 30 minutes before. It says gates will close 30 minutes before departure.
Anthony had overstayed his visa by 3 months.
I don't know.
No. Until next time, man.
It kind of played out quite well.
Bye.
That he didn't get kicked out too early.
I can't pretend that I'm like normal. You got like a diagnosis that like, you have a neurological difference. For some, it's exceptionally debilitating. Others can use it to work to their advantage and live quite a fulfilled existence. But you've got to put the effort in to do that. You've got to know, well, this sets me off in this way, this I don't like, I come up short here. However, I can be obsessively good at that. I can be blah, blah, blah at this. So whatever it is that makes you happy, do it. And don't ever try and compare your journey to somebody else's, because it just does not work like that.